Hi everyone. If you want to book with me, I'll just book on my send money by PayPal. And let me know what questions you have. She fucking knew. Preparations for the reading. Preparations for the reading. Angels, ancestors, guides help protect the space and keep it safe. Help cleanse and clear the energies of the space. I also ask for stronger protections. Please clear away anything of ill intent. When I was laying in bed, I felt like something beneath my bed or something below me. And also straightly below. If you can clear and cleanse that away and close any cavity that's there or close any opening that's there as well, I greatly appreciate it. If anyone is like looking for entity clearing, I do recommend it. They said like since the opening, right, or the great opening, there's a lot of like entities and stuff around. So keep yourself clear. Keep saging your home. That's what I want to say, even if it's like frowned upon, right? And keep making sure that you state that your home is your home, right? So everything needs to stay out as well. Okay. So let's see. Hi everyone. What? Very good. Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. Well, let's see. Oh, I see. Hold on. Hmm. They just want me to kind of give you like the way that the clearing has taken place. I basically, some of our clearings happen. A need for clearing happens in two ways, right? One, we have an entity attached to us. Two, we have a reason why we may want the entity attached to us, or a reason why the entity has given us a reason to attach to us. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Recording in progress.
Angels answer guys, please protect the space, help cleanse and clear the energies. Hi Vicky, this is gonna be like a little mini reading slash clearing for you. If you feel guided to, you could like tip, but you don't have to. It's kind of wanted to like I've been doing clearings for people over the last like I want to say week, right? And the clearings have been really crazy and substantial. Like it's like a lot of people need to be cleared and they may not be aware of it. I kind of want to give this to you. I feel, and this may not be true, but I feel like there was like this wave of energy that hit the planet. That was like a bean or a different types of beans. I kind of want to say, is this the word I got? Like hive. Um, and this wave of energy hitting the planet has a lot of people kind of like snuffed up a little bit or stuffed up or suppressed, I guess is a good way to put it. So if you feel like that's kind of happening, that's not a thing. It comes through from your own inner knowing or your own like inner self. She's saying that like sometimes like let's say you had this new wave of like hive coming towards you, you would probably go to the one you already know, right? So you may have gone back to an old hive or the devil you know. I know it sounds crazy, but it kind of feels like that. Like you rather go to the devil that you know, not the new one, right? So I feel like that's something that you just like maybe need to hear. But a wave, or like a wave, like that hit Earth, right? I feel like in March, and this wave has been like I don't know what the word is like, just like suppressing people. So I feel like a lot of people need a clearing. If you're interested in that, anyway. Let's see. Let's see for Vicky. What does Vicky need to know? Anything for Vicky's clearing? We have Michael clearing it. We also have one of your guides as well, though I feel like they're like a guide in training. There's someone that you know. Just keep that in mind. Let's take a look here. Try not to gravitate towards the one you know, right? One thing that like I kept getting over and over again in like my readings with people is people tend to gravitate towards like angels, for instance, right? But angels may not be the best person to help you with the situation, right? Maybe it's a guide, or maybe it's a master, or maybe even it's like a human, right? Let's say you had this is just me. I don't know if they want me to give that example, but it's like let's say you have like I guess you could ask, right? Like a rat problem, like you probably wouldn't ask like in like a beam of light, right, to fix it. Right? You'd probably call an exterminator, right? It's like you kind of want to make sure that you are asking the right person for the job. And often, especially when it comes to like our human conditioning, we're taught that angels are the best. I want to say guides are too, right? Maybe heaven and stuff like that. But those that's just a certain type of energy, right? It's a certain type of being, right? It's like a certain type of like, you know, manifestation is what they're calling it, right? It's not necessarily the best, right? Sometimes you may want to move towards something more darker, right? Or more earthly, actually, is what they're calling it, right? To help with your problem, right? So my message to you is like we often are taught like we should only call the angels, stuff like that, but call whatever you feel like resonates or whatever you feel is actually going to be effective rather than what you're taught to. So let's take a look here. First card we have is going to be the lonely journey of the priestess. Interesting. We have Rainbow Bridge as your next card for your clearing. For Vicky's clearing, what she needs to know. I kind of want to give it. You don't like to be the first person to do it. Sometimes, and I know it sounds crazy, but it feels like it's kind of like a mindset that people have where it's like you kind of want to make sure it works before you do it. Do you know when and I'm not saying that you are anti-vax or anything like that, but you know when a vaccine first comes out, some people want to wait until like more studies are out before they take the vaccine, even though they need it because of their risk, right? It feels kind of like that. It's like you don't like being the first person to do something because you really want to make sure that that it works without side effects or with very little side effects. It's like there's this part of you that doesn't want to be the first person. Sorry, to do something. Sorry, like looking at the camera. Oh, there. Huh. Anyway, it's like you don't want to be the first person to do it until like there's like more evidence, right? My message to you is kind of like if you feel called to lose that or like to take a risk and take a chance to like be one of the first people to do something, kind of do it. It's kind of like the guidance that they have for you. I feel like you kind of want. It's like you don't walk a path. It's like I know this is crazy, but it's coming through from your own self as an example. And let's say you live in a small town, and you like they built a new road or there's a new road to like the city, right? And you kind of want to make sure you want to get other people's opinion if that road is safe to take before you kind of take it yourself, right? So this is part of you that kind of like holds yourself back and waits for kind of the bad news to drop if there's bad news, right? My message to you is for you to work through some of that healing. There's nothing wrong with being the first person, right? There's nothing wrong with like being the trailblazer, right? And there's this part of you that I feel hold yourself back, and I don't actually think this is you, right? I think this is something else that tells you that that's you, right? I kind of want to leave it like that because I feel like that pretty much landed. But yeah, fine. Oh, so I'll do this really quickly. Oh, anyway, here we go. Anyway, wait, sorry. I'm like burping a lot. And the next card we have is going to be Gifts to the Portal, and we have green. Interesting. If you're ever, I gotta give this to you because it comes through nicely. If you ever like are taking a trip somewhere, take a plant with you as protection. Do you know? I'm gonna give something to you that I feel like you probably do need. It's like let's say like the environment that you're in isn't quite the right environment that you need to be in. A plant will show signs of that withering before you do physically, right? So there's a message here where it's like you want to make sure that if you ever like are traveling somewhere, take a plant or take a plant that you feel like called to take, and it will provide some protections. Anyway, let's see. Any other messages for Vicky when it comes to her clearing? We have restlessness. Okay, interesting. Whenever you're feeling restless, I keep getting this. It's a card called Laughing and Crying. It looks kind of disturbing. That's what I want to say. I want to say that. We have green coming through again. Okay. I feel like if you ever are feeling really restless, you probably have something around you that you don't feel that comfortable with, right? You probably have something around you that you don't really feel that safe with, right? And you kind of want to clear it away. So be willing to stop whatever you're doing and ask it to clear. And I know it sounds crazy because we often don't want to touch things because we find it so disturbing. You may even want to like get your hands and push them off of you, okay? And we have if you ever are feeling really restless or if you ever are feeling like like you feel unsettled, something's probably around you that you need to ask to clear. I was doing a clearing for someone earlier, and I told that person, make sure that you like right before bed, make sure that all the doors locked, right? Make sure all the windows are locked that you want, or closed that you want closed, right? Those are the kind of things that we do that tell ourselves, tell our environment, tell our world, right? That we're looking for a safe place to live, right? Or we're looking to protect our home, right? The message to you is make sure that you're willing to do the things that help like keep your home safe. I'm gonna give it because I remember a long time ago. I remember like giving you a reading or you giving me a reading or something like that, and I saw something in the back of your like in the back of you, right? I don't know if you ever like I don't know if it's like third dimensional things, but where you see like maybe the wall getting really small, stuff like that, like shifts like that. I feel like I feel like some of those things are for me are unsafe, right? Or things that you kind of don't want to be seeing, right? Anyway. Okay. Like if you ever have any kind of disturbances like that, be willing to stop them. That's what I want to say. Okay. Right. Let's see. Anything else for Vicky? Sorry about like if the message seems choppy. Whenever I do readings for you, there's a lot of interference. So keep yourself clear. Keep yourself cleansed. I will give it because I had like I've gone back to your email when you replied that you've been clearing yourself for decades. It's totally okay, right? Often when we clear ourselves so many times, we often get lazy. Does it make sense? Like I don't know if you've ever had like let's say you always clean your home, right? You kind of like start to like, let's say like you don't really notice certain spots in your home getting dirty, so you kind of don't clean those as well as you used to, right? There's a message here where it's like you kind of want to go back to like the beginning of when you started clearing yourself and how careful you were and how I don't know how to explain it, how much attention you gave it, right? If you've been doing something for decades, you likely don't do it as well as you used to because you feel like you're better at it, right? Which is true, I guess, right? But the situation I feel like we're currently in, especially the situation I feel you're in when it comes to like really clearing yourself, you want to make sure that you're being as thorough as possible. And you want to make sure that you are looking at it from like the perspective of being a novice, right? I don't know if you ever had this, but like I don't feel like a hive ever hit the earth before, right? I don't know, right? I actually don't think so. But there's sure, lo and behold, there is one hitting one, right? There is one hitting us right now, right? And it's like attacking, I guess, right? It's like you kind of want to make sure that you're clearing everything that you possibly can clear off of you, and you want to make sure that you're looking at it from the perspective of being more of a novice or a rookie, right? Or being more new at it, so that you're not skipping over steps you need to actually cover. Okay, so it's a message here where it's like kind of like dismiss the fact that you've been clearing yourself for decades and look at it and ask your guides to teach you how to clear yourself again or teach you how to clear yourself more thoroughly, or even ask your guides if there's anything that you need to do during your clearing that you're not actually doing or that you're missing. I've gone like I look at my email and I like went to your email like multiple times, and that line sticks out a lot to me, right? Because it's not quite right. Like it doesn't matter, right? If you've been clearing yourself for decades, right? It's like all of us can still learn, right? And there's a message here about making sure that you're not um dismissing some of the higher learning that I feel like you could be doing, all because you've been telling yourself you've been doing it for decades. It doesn't matter. Like, what if you've been doing it wrong for decades, right? It's like, don't we want to like learn to do it right? And there's messages about that as well. Okay, I'm not saying that you're doing it wrong, but it's like there's a message there for you. Okay, let's take a look here. Sorry, it's like just like different energies are channeling right now, or different perspectives. I want to say, yeah. Okay, let's see. Anything else for Vicky? We have smother, interesting. And sitting on top of the world. Um, hmm. Everything will be okay. You can't find goodness because you lost your heart. Okay. I feel like there's a big entity right now that's looking at Earth or looking at the beings of Earth right now. I feel like this entity gazes down at Earth and looks at it in a pretty, I don't know, like different sort of way. I kind of want to give that to you because I've got that message multiple times. Know that that message is like, um, hmm, I don't know if like the word is like a dangerous, right? Um, Messages like that or knowing stuff like that is actually like hard to know at times, right? Just keep that in mind. But I feel like there is like this feminine energy that is currently maybe keeping Earth captive right now. As crazy as that sounds, okay? I'm gonna leave it like that. Like that. Anyway, okay. So I'm gonna probably let's see if there's any last thing that Vicky's guides want her to know about clearing herself. Just asking to clear yourself, asking how protect your heart. Ask them how you can protect your heart as well and how you can keep your heart safe. Okay. I feel like that's actually an important one. I want to say protect your heart and protect your body. So when you're asking your guides to maybe reteach you how to clear yourself, or asking your guides to remind you how they originally taught you to clear yourself, which is actually I want to say the one, but um, they want you to also ask them how you can protect your heart and how you can protect your body. Um, I even want to say how you can have um, like closer experiences with humans safer as well. So they would like for you to look a little bit more deeply at those things as well. I see protecting your heart is key because that pink's really standing out to me. But you also want to know how to protect your body as well. Okay, that's kind of all I have for you, Vicky. I want to thank you for letting me read for you. I want you to know that like whenever I do readings for you, there's a lot of interference, and I'm not saying it's like you're like somehow responsible. I feel like there's something on you or something attached to you or something that is interfering with the messages I'm trying to give you. Right? I feel like you're a very important person. I feel like you're someone who knows a lot. I feel like you're very grounded as well. I feel like you could reach a lot of people, right? Like maybe when you know stuff, a lot of people know it, right? Something like that. I don't know, but there's a lot of I explain this. There's a lot of interference whenever I'm trying to like reach you, like mentally or emotionally, because there's something that's okay. So you want to make sure that you are clearing it. It also kind of keeps you from connecting more to humanity as well, or the people that you're trying to help. Okay, okay. That's all I got for you, and take care.
Recording stopped.
Ugh. Mm-hmm. Uh, Oh my god. Right, ooh, I like that. Mhm. Right. Mm-hmm. But let's see. Hmm.
Recording in progress.
Okay. Hi. Hi, Tina. This is gonna kind of just be a checkup to see if you're clear right now. I call in my angels, ancestors, and guides, help cleanse and clear my space. Sorry, let's see. An energy field. Let's take a look here. Okay. Let's see. Let's see, for Tina Fortuna, what's happening with Tina Fortuna? Is everything clear with her? Let's see, we have the first card to be gifts from the past. Okay. I want to say this because it just comes through. Sometimes, like when it's I will give it because it is coming through from as a message, from, like a guided message or a message from a guide. They're saying that there's a situation. I don't know how to phrase this to you. They're showing me an instance in where someone like rushed or gave someone a gift in a rush, right? On purpose, by the way. Like they were rushing on purpose so that a person would naturally take it without question, right? This gift I feel was cursed, or this gift I feel had an entity attached to it that will later attack the person that received it. So I don't know how to explain this. It's like they set up the scene where it's like they rushed towards someone in a rush, like, oh, I have to give this to you, blah, 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 blah. And that person stunned, obviously, right? Naturally takes what's being given to them without question, even though what they're being given is horrible, right? There's something like this, right? If you ever find yourself in a situation like that, try and I don't know. I guess try not to take it or don't fall for it. I guess I'm not saying that's bad if you did. We all like I don't know. I guess we're perfect. I guess right, but there's a message here for you, Tina. There's a message here for someone, right? And I have to give it because it's so outrageous and out there. Um, it's like this person like walked up to someone in a rush and they said, "Oh, I have to give this to you. I have to give this to you," and they handed them a cursed object, and that person accidentally takes it without question because the situation called for it, right? Um, Something like that either it's about to happen or will happen. Okay, sometimes we just know stuff and it just I don't know, like it travels. But that's what I want to give you. Okay, so just like you know what I mean, like that's crazy, right? I feel like it was done on purpose, but it may not have been, right? Anyway, um, okay. So we have gifts from the past, be free and do what you love. Okay. So if you are ever getting like gifts from the past, make sure you ask that question, like from like your guides or your ancestors or even any being of light, right? Like where does this gift come from? Oh, you're giving me like a crown. Like where does this crown come from? Like why are you giving it to me? Right? What does it mean? Right? Those are the kind of things you kind of want to ask before you just like take it without question. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Anyway. So and again, I kind of want to say it because it came through so strongly. It's coming through again. That's it. Like it's like it was a situation created, like like by someone, and it was made to like I don't know. It was made to like I don't know, like get them to give them that object, right? It's like they pretended they were in a rush, pretended that they had to do it really really quickly, or they were gonna forget it, or something bad was gonna happen, and the person that they were giving it to accidentally takes it because they feel compelled to, right? Um, because they're trying to be kind, right? But should they have taken that object? No, right? Would they have taken the object? No. It's like it was something crazy, right? It's like something like that. Is what I want to say. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm seeing and like in my mind's what I'm feeling. Okay. Whew. Sorry, I have like this really ashy elbow. Anyway, let's take a look here. What else do we want to let Fortuna know? We have the All Knower. It's number 14. We have you can't find goodness because you lost your heart. Okay. And we also have the Scry Mirror, with the overall being a fearful world. I feel like a feminine world or a female energy is also something that you want to look at. I'm not exactly sure how the female energy is implied to you, but it kind of felt like I'm gonna give it because it's something that I feel like I've been noticing. If you feel like a lot of people are in their feminine energies, right? Or they're in the energy of being feminine or female, it kind of makes I guess the world a little bit more I don't want to say like susceptible or weaker per se, vulnerable, right? I don't know if like like how we have different energies like masculine energy or feminine energy, right? And masculine energy is very hard or not hard, it's strong, it's stoic. It's kind of in control, right? A feminine energy is more receptive, right? It's more surrendering, I guess. I'm not saying it's surrendering, but you know what I mean. Like it's like it has that curtail, is what they're giving it, right? It has like that curtail to it, right? They're saying that the world right now is in a more feminine energy. And when the world's in a more feminine energy, it's more likely to fall prey to some of those things, like scams, right? Because it's not always asking the right questions, or it's not even asking the right things, or it doesn't even feel it's a responsibility to do so, right? I don't know if you noticed this, but like Not saying it's true, right? But sometimes a woman or or female, like a girl, or like, even female energy in and of itself may feel like it's someone else's responsibility to protect them rather than them protect themselves, right? It's like if you're the one responsible to protect yourself, you'd be asking a ton of questions in those moments, right? If you don't feel like it's your responsibility to protect yourself, you kind of leave it to someone else, right? They're saying that right now, the Earth or beings of Earth or Earth in and of itself is in a very, I don't want to say fragile state or fragile female energy. It's like the energy of being a female right now or female energies, right? Um, sorry, it's like I have to give it anyway. And it's not asking the right questions all the time, right? So it's a bit of it's more vulnerable. That's what I want to say. Okay. Okay. So we have Skrymir here as well. They're saying, I don't know if you noticed this, but like the energy of like the Empress, right? That's a very strong energy. That's someone in control. That's someone very grounded. That's someone sure of their element. That's kind of energy you want to be in. I want to say like maybe the negative aspects of feminine energy, right? It's kind of what I'm speaking of, not necessarily female energy itself. Okay. But right now Earth is or Earth in itself is like in this female energy that it's not actually very positive, or they're not in the positive energy. Anyway. Okay, let's take a look here. Anything else that we want to tell Tina in this moment? If that didn't make sense, like sometimes when I first get messages, like it's hard to like first articulate and channel them, but eventually they become easy. But I got two very strong messages that I needed to convey. Okay, we have your light, interesting. We have something that is never truly yours. All right, and laughing and crying. They're saying that you are going to at some point be guided to like give money to someone. Maybe it's like someone in need. It could be like a poor person, something of that nature, right? You're gonna be guided to like give money. I know it sounds crazy, right? Or it's like maybe even donate it. Sometimes we like you can do like not saying you can do, but like could be like a charity of some kind, right? Like an actual charity. At some point in the future, I feel like you're going to be guided to give something to someone. It may not even be money because of that object that we were talking about earlier. It could be a different kind of object. I'm going to give you something that's super, 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 super crazy. Let's say you have a cursed object in your home, right? And you're guided to give it, even though it's valuable to you, or even though it's valuable to your family. It's like something like that. In the future, I want to say soon, you're going to be guided to give money or something of value or somebody from your home to someone. Not in like a bad way, like in a more guided way by the guides, right? By myself, right? And you're meant to give it. This is something that you're like following intuitively, innately with your own inner guidance, your own wisdom, your own light. And you're kind of meant to give it. I feel like it could be money, but it's something that's not truly yours that you're meant to give away. Okay. Don't hold on to it. Okay. Whatever you're guided to give, we always follow our guidance. Does that make sense? Like when you're guided to do something, you do it no matter what, right? That's a fact. That's the truth, right? That's like an absolute, like that's if you're like me, that's exactly how you live life, right? You follow your guidance no matter effing what, right? That's like the only way, right? You're gonna be guided to do something like that you might think to second guess. Don't. Your guidance is never wrong, right? You always follow your guidance, right? There's a message here where it's like you're going to in the near future be guided to give something to someone, and you're meant to do it. I don't know. I will give it because it's so stupid. It's like, what if you're guided to give organs? I know it sounds crazy, but it is what it is. It's like you would do it because you are guided to do it, right? You follow your guidance, right? There's a message here where it's like that kind of coming through. Okay. Anyway, I don't mean to laugh, but it's like we know, but it's funny at the same time. Anyway, we have someone soon, and then it has cosmic exploration. I will give it because it comes through from your own inner knowing. You have this clause where you don't mind doing stuff as long as you get something in return. We don't often get something in return. In fact, we're not supposed to be asking for stuff, right? We actually have everything we need generally, right? There's a message here where it's like, don't be like that, is what I want to say. You can still have it if you want. You don't have to follow my guidance, right? But when we have a clause like, I don't mind doing stuff as long as I get something in return, it's like, it's kind of hard, right? Because it's like we often we're often not doing stuff selflessly, right? We're actually meant to. Actually, I feel like kind of the key. There's a clause I feel that you have. Maybe it's within self. Maybe it's with your own guides. Where it's like you don't mind doing something as long as you get something back. It's like they may not know, right? Everyone's following their own guidance at times, and there's a message here where it's like if you were to be a little more trusting, I want to say, of your guides, of I want to say the light, angels, right? um you wouldn't feel the need to have that clause, right? So there's a message here where you may want to re-examine how you feel about that dynamic. It's like your guides won't come to you unless they have something in return to give you, right? Or unless they're able to give you something back in return, right? And it's like you kind of don't want that kind of clause, right? You kind of don't want that kind of block between you and your spiritual team, right? You want to be more open with them. So if you have a clause like that, and it doesn't feel right to you, right? Let's say it's like, let's say it's like you're gonna I don't think like that. I feel like I feel like you're there. You kind of don't. You want to make sure that does that clause, right? Does that agreement feel in alignment with you today? Does that agreement feel like that's Tina today, right? Does it feel like that's the kind of Tina we want to be, or not want to be, but the kind of Tina that I am, right? I don't know, right? My message to you is that follow what's right for you, but really ask yourself if that's something that you want to keep. Okay. Anyway, no judgments here, by the way, but I have like um like stuff attached to me that I've been clearing off myself, and they interfere with my messages a lot, and they make it sound like I'm judging, and I'm actually not judging you. Actually, well, you know that I'm Jesus, right? Uh, it's like I'm not judging, right? But often, um, uh, often like if you're like me, you're plagued by these things right now, right? So we're just clearing them off anyway. We have visions coming through. We For me, visions. Hmm, I'm gonna give it because it does come through. This may not be something that you resonate with, or you may not even be like that much aware of, but you have this naysayer within you, right? This part of you that constantly tells you something negative. Like let's say you get a message from your guys and you follow your guidance, and it's like, oh, that's gonna end badly. That's what they say, something like that, or you're gonna regret it, right? I know it sounds so effing crazy, but you have this habit, or you have this way of showing them, oh no, that's not, I'm not going to regret it because they told me this is going to happen, and I know it is, right? And it is actually because they told you, right? Or I'm going to get this because of this, right? My message to you is, I feel like you use maybe um what they give you in return as a way to shut this part of you up. Or I want to say, I know it sounds crazy, I know it sounds crazy. I don't actually think it's an id. It feels like a little tiny bean inside of you. I wouldn't leave like that. And you kind of use the thing that they gave you in return to shut them up and stop them from filling you with negativity. Okay. I hope I got that message right. It's hard because it's like on the crazy side. I want you to know that like I'm currently being like attacked by different types of beings that are like just negative, like negatively attacking me. So I want you to know I'm currently battling that. But um it's like you remind yourself and you remind this being that's very negative that's right by you that all these good things are going to happen because of what you just did. So it can't actually say you're going to regret it because you know you won't, right? This is kind of why I feel you have that agreement where it's like, I need something in return. But what if you were to clear that entity off of you? What if you were to clear that being off of you? What if you were to give them what if you were to set the fuck out of them and tell them to shut the fuck up, right? Instead, right? It's like you won't need that clause. My message to you is you have something like this happening to you, whether you're conscious of it or not. and this being has a lot of power over you, and they're making you put the squeeze on your guides when you don't actually want to, right? We all know that we all have to give selflessly, right? Or we all have to like it takes like great care for the world to be the way it is, to be a good place, right? Like, all of us have to do our work, right? Kind of a thing. Anyway, sorry. It's got like hit something. Anyway, you love your guides so fucking much, Tina, right? You would never in a million years have that kind of agreement with them. Ever. Like you wouldn't do it. It's like who the fuck would do that, right? It's like there's something else happening. There's a reason why that agreement is there and it stands. There's a reason why they're even giving it. And of course they never judge you or anything like that. And they love you unconditionally, all that good stuff, right? But it's kind of what's currently happening, even if you may not be aware of it, or some kind of like, or something like it. I feel like it is that. Let me see what the guides say. The hold. Something has a hold of you, right? And it's making you do this. Okay. Whew, sorry. It's making you be like this, right? And it's important, like like it's important, like just this is like a regular being like me, right? Regular person, right? That you kind of push back against those things, okay? Whew. It's like I'm like I don't know if you've have done like challenges like this and stuff like that. It's like you're almost dying, right? It's like, oh my god, it's like it's so much, but I'm doing it anyway. I remember I used to get messages like this all the time and them because they fill me with so much negativity that I think I sound like an idiot. No one will get me. But I know you're like me, you have like your own guides. You trust your guides. I hope you do, right? Like you understand when I'm channeling these things, I mean well. um, I'm coming from the light, right? Coming from the angels right now, our angels, right? Um, and it's like the craziest effing thing. Don't want to say. Anyway, okay. The next card we have is inside looking out. So something, I feel like because you have these agreements, or because you may even feel guilty about having that agreement with your guides, you may not want to do a lot of things that you would want to do if you didn't have that agreement, right? You may feel very guilty about it. It's like, I know it sounds so crazy. I'm just throwing this out there for you, Tina, and I have to give it. It's kind of like let's say you are like you were with your a part of your guides, right? Um, you're one with them, and then someone made you turn against them. Turn against them, and because you love them so much, you never told them that you turned against them, right? So you feel so guilty about going anywhere with them. It's kind of like that. Is what I want to say is currently happening. Okay, and my sister just got home, so I kind of have to end the reading. But I want you to know, it's like that. It's like you're like you. It's like you've been turned against them because something has a hold of you, and you want to clear that. Okay, so I'll probably be writing it to you shortly, or giving you an email. But I'm gonna end the reading. My sister just got home. Okay, and take care. Bye.
Re-
Mm-mm-mm. I think so. Mm. Oh. Okay.
Welcome to Merkaba Activation Level 2 with Catherine Tack. Before we start our day, let's say a prayer. In the name of the
Yeah,
Am
that I
that
am.
I am,
I humbly
I
invoke
humbly invoke
the beings
the
light,
beings of light, the great central sun,
the
the
ascended hosts, that's the rest, and the entire angelic realm. I ask for the presence of the ancestors of this land and my own ancestors. I ask for the presence of dolphins, whales, the oceans, the lands, unicorns, and extraterrestrials, and beings of light, known or unknown to us, who may be available to join us here and now, and to assist us in remembering who we really are. I call in the earth for clarity and grounding. I call in the air for expansion and flow. I call in the fire for passion, compassion, transformation, as well as transformation. I call in the water for connectivity and full penetration of the light of source. And the energy of the east for new beginnings, understandings. I call in the south for rapid growth. I call in the west for reaping the rewards of our efforts. I call in the north for energy contemplation and rejuvenation. Energy contemplation and rejuvenation. The intention for the day. I set the intention to face north, my true north, and my north node. I want to do north. Amen. Thank you. I have Archangel Michael and Lord Metatron. Archangel Michael and your two mighty golden blue dragons surround me now and hear my prayer to activate my Merkaba. Please envelop me with your strength and high vibration energy and hold my Merkaba in place. And hold my Merkaba in place while I experience this process. And please my Merkaba in place while I experience this process. Lord Metatron, please watch over this entire meditation. Lend a hand if I need it. Lend a hand if I need. And I program my Merkaba to place all of the above programs in my startup group. I program these adjustments to happen as gently and imperceptibly as possible. I prefer during the evening hours while I say thank you. Calms. Discover. Receive peaceful moment. Higher self and light elementals. Assist you with anchoring my flower of life in my 8th chakra. Thank you. And anchoring my flower of life in my 8th chakra. Thank you. And your etheric golden body is in the upper half. Divine love and spiritual compassion. And spiritual selflessness. Unresolved karma has already been dissolved here. He says you're boring. You will begin to use these skills in your everyday life. Eleventh chakra. And open up spiritual gifts that are beyond normal. They're beyond normal. And biolocation. Open up to the appearance of a beating. Or the appearance of material objects. The opening of your highest chakras. Your cosmic superhighway has now become home for your rainbow bridge. Whew. Infinity shapes appear. They are shimmering, shifting, fluctuating, shifting, and fluctuating shapes. Flower of life. Activate. They harmonize with you and one another. Mm-hmm. A multiple color, a multiple shape. Breathe in, your flower life expands. Breathe in to stabilize your tube. Breathe in, your flower life expands. And you start to prepare for like that. Breathe in deeply. Exhale first. Within to visualize the structure known as the Gaia's star. Within your flower of life. And as you breathe in, understand that your star is fully supported in its length, breadth, and height. Breathe in to activate your miracle. Breathe in deeply. Yeah. Connect yourself within infinity. Within infinity. Facilitation and activation be a blessing to you and to all you. You have a magical day for yourself and those you come into contact with. Think it, think it, think it, think it, think it, think it. Let's take a look here. What can do it? Okay, let's see. So I did. Let's do Lydia. Okay.
Recording in progress.
Hi, Lydia. This is gonna be just like a reading and a clearing on you. I hope you're doing well. I do want you to book with me. If you are like interested in booking with me and you have some like you can like afford it. I would like you to book with me. You don't have to. I just feel called to say that. Like if you're looking for a one-on-one or if you're looking for someone to help you, maybe just some like channel some things and kind of like help with your mind. So just keep that in mind. Please feel free to let me know how you're doing. Uh, I feel like you might not be at the place you need to be open enough with me, like to say those things. But whenever that does happen, or if it, which I feel like it will at some point, that'll be cool, right? But I feel like you do need to book or a booking with me will be helpful. Anyway, let's do your clearing now. So I call my angels, ancestors, and my guides in. I also call in um my own personal dragon to help keep the space clear, cleansed, and to release any spirits that are here. I want to say evil beings. I know it sounds crazy. I also feel like there's like this hive that's here as well. I feel on the right side and left side of me. I ask it to be released as well. There's no such thing as being a friend with a hive, right? A hive is all about itself, right? I actually think so. I don't know. I've never like been in one. So I just want you to have that understanding. And I ask you to leave and leave me be and leave me in peace. Thank you. And leave Lydia as well in peace. I feel like some of you are bothering her. Okay. Anyway, let's take a look here. Angels, answers, guys. What messages do you have for Lydia to stay? Let's take a look here, Lydia. We have green as your first card. Green for me, it's like has a bunch of plants on it, right? It's symbolic of growth. We have ripe fruits. Okay. Hmm. Huh. Okay. I feel like like sometimes you like you're not feeling that well, or so go to nature or something like that. I actually kind of feel that too. I feel
Recording stopped.
Everyone else, the cheers to us. All we have. The broken glass. The broken glass. The broken glass. Cheers to us. All we have. I'm surprised. I'm passing on the broken glass. Broken glass. Even on the toppingly, I'm a sister for useless, for useless. Shut up. This is showing everything we had to touch. Now that's left. The smoking ash. Cheers to us. Say stuff that I make out and I hate that I can lie. Couldn't hate you if I tried. If I for a weekend, have more on a weekend, I know I see your face. Couldn't hate you if I tried. It's always right to see you. Mexico. I wonder what I'm gonna do. It's up my body. It's so still on my radio. You know I want you. Because I stop stress. Don't take much to stop me. Push up on my body. Don't go away. Oh, when it's in a lot of party. We can tell us in the past. That's space. That's space. Oh no. Thinking about wrong, I've been thinking about right. I don't wanna fight. I don't wanna fight. As this city is anything nice. Baby, I'm gonna run the air with me. And I gotta let this thing out. Traveling, traveling. I mean, what you want, mama? I forgive you, I forgive me. So when do I start to feel again? I forgive you, I forgive me. So when do I start to feel again? I came back with a brand new attitude. 'Cause I forgive you. I figure out how to live, do it anyway. With no shame, no blame. But the damage is done, and I forgive you. No shame, no blame. But the damage is done, and I forgive you.
Yeah, we got the batteries. Want me to put them in?
With a little heart in my hand, 'cause I forgive you. Trying to figure out how to live, do it anyway. I forgive you. Oh, baby, no less. No shame, no blame. Damage is done. And I forgive you.
Hey, I guess you just it.
I can't try to figure out how to live, do it anyway. No shame, no blame. you. I'm sorry, yes. That's the damage is done. You're there for now. Longer. You can last more rounds. Push harder. We're almost there now. No longer. We're on the ground. And then they're gonna. I don't wanna hit my.
Chicken nuggets with fries, okay?
It's all over me, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna put batteries, but you guys.
Stop it. Still paying on the background. Do you hear your baby? No, it's fine. Your motivation. Hallelujah. Sweet and loud. Mm-hmm. And what is happening? What of that is existing in the background? Understand, baby, almost dying. One name, longer, and to do that the same, no. For president? When it rains, and when we're down, I wanna feel my hand. When it's all over me, baby. Can't stop it. So, I know it's time. Your daddy's little girl, you're gonna bite. Let me shake up your world. So, till I drop away. Make them girls go. And you're dangerous, yeah, you're that guy. I've been stupid to trust. Just one night couldn't be so wrong.
I don't think the battery.
It's all till I try when I wife.
Let me eat. You have to eat your chicken and your french fries. You're fine over here, but we gotta eat. French fries.
And like the whole music that you know, see the soul and the heart and
Okay, you gotta eat some extra. Eat some meat.
do you now have a voice? You may not have the strength, but you still have a choice.
Eat your meat.
I stand alone.
You eat.
Oh, I stand alone.
Well, at least eat your meat. Well, eat your meat.
Oh, stand you alone. Let us save one another. Without letting go, no, I will stay above water. No one's ever used to. Well, the only thing that you want done to you. I dare you to love. I dare you to love. Dare you to love. Oh.
Yeah, it's good. I took the stuff out and put it away. Mom, but if you send me down, then it's on the ground. But she didn't tell me that it's
It's so hard, so far. If you have a choice.
right. Oh, okay. Maybe it's like up there with the, it's with the chocolate in
Remember,
there. Oh. And what was she saying that she's gonna take a class or something for
waiting all this time. Who in love? I don't know, tell me. And you know, I'm doing enough. That's true.
I think she called it. She see. the TTC training later this month to further develop her skills.
You just gonna get so down, huh? You got that thing on below.
But she's trying to show him the speech.
I'm the ladies from the world.
Can she like work with him on that, or like she's
You be down before. Still be good to go, good to go.
She's trying to make it sound like she doesn't have personality or enough.
That's my girl.
Right. And then I was thinking,
What's the word for?
so this you're saying it's like that. I don't know. I guess so. You're like in his case, I don't know if it would benefit you to live together or not.
Baby, can I give you a hug? Oh, thank you. Wait. Sit down.
Because when I'm also concerned, we're talking about miles, 15 hours, and I wanted to get the right results, you know. I wanted to be oh yeah, that's what I was doing. Yeah, because I did
Oh, it's so juicy. my life, I would say I did it.
Chicken. Eat meat. This is meat. This is French fries.
And I wanna go home. Please don't cry. When I say I think I'm mad.
No,
Oh!
Eat some chicken?
Love is your love is my love, and my love is your love. We will send an eternity to break us, even the hands of mama side couldn't hold us. And my love is your love. It was the other time that it break us. Even times when mama said I couldn't hold us. Watch you. On the street, yeah. The central stage. You okay? Oh, I still lost your babe. Oh no!
Whose name is today?
Until us your love is my love, and my love is your love. Even taking the eternity to break us, even tempting on a star couldn't hold us. My love is your love. Even taking the eternity to break us, even tempting on a star couldn't hold us. And my love is your love. Even taking the eternity to break us, even since Obama star couldn't hold us. My love is your love. And we're taking the eternity to break us, even since Obama star couldn't hold us. World War III. Respecting the harmony. need to break us. Even chains are never stop, couldn't hold us. And my love is your love. We must say that it's hurt, you need to break us. Even chains are mama stop, couldn't hold us. Okay. Angels, ancestors, and guides help protect the space, help cleanse and clear the energy or the space around me. Do a space clearing on my home. Please, thank you. And clear away whatever voice that is.
Are you so funny?
Okay.
Recording in progress.
Hi, Tina. This is a follow up one. I just want to just surmise the message again. I want you to know that there's no nothing to hide from here. Like we kind of it's like the situations that we get caught up in by accident. That kind of change our lives and catch us off guard. I feel like that's kind of what happened. It actually is what happened. That's what you told me a long time ago. So I want you to know that us fixing this, so that you can actually have your life back or have a better life again is key. So just keep that in mind. I want you to know that you've kind of been I know it sounds so crazy, but if you have people around you, voices around you that kind of want to do stuff for you, it's like they're imprisoning you a little bit. I want to say it like that. I want to say it like that. They're kind of separating you from your own divinity, right? Or they're separating you from your own light. They're separating you from your own guides. Okay, so just keep that in mind. I know it sounds so crazy, but I just want you to know that there's something bigger happening. But and we probably can't do anything about that. But what we can do things about is our own situation, right? So if you want to fix the situation, no longer have those claws, no longer maybe have the voices and the intrusive thoughts. I do recommend that you book.
Recording stopped.
Go, baby, go, baby, go.
Hear it.